Right guys, so we just touched up on how to negotiate prices with influencers, and now in this video I want to touch up a little bit on how you can potentially do influencer marketing for free. Right, so what is S4S? S4S, it stands for shout out for shout out, and essentially what you're doing is you're reaching out to other pages with a similar follower count to you, and you're going to ask them to do a shout out on their page in exchange for a shout out on your page. Right, so now there are normally about 5 questions which people ask about S4S. So I'm going to cover these, and this should answer pretty much all your questions. So why should you do S4S? And the reason why you should do S4S is purely because it's a free strategy, right? You get to leverage off exchanging value rather than exchanging money. So essentially you're using your audience in exchange for someone else's audience, and there's no better way of doing that if you want to go for a free strategy. Secondly, what niche influencers should you pick in? That's a question I get quite a lot. Personally, I don't think that niche is a problem. If you think about it, the ad set is essentially funneling in people that are interested in you and your content. So for example, if someone is posting for example, you're going to do an S4S with a footballer, right? And this footballer has tons of people which are interested in football, right? But let's think of it from a follower perspective. A follower isn't necessarily only interested in football. Yes, if we pick out one follower, they may also be interested in food. Who isn't interested in food? They may also be interested in plants. They may also be interested in art, for example, right? So this is your opportunity to funnel these people down into your page. So with the ad set, that's pretty much going to do all of that work for you. So, so the niche doesn't matter. That isn't something that you necessarily need to worry about. You should essentially just try and build relationships with as many people as you possibly can. So the next question I normally get asked is, how often should you be doing S4S? Personally, if you are a true hustler and you care about the success of your Instagram account, I really think that you should do this every day. You should schedule in about half an hour to an hour per day, just reaching out to people, and eventually it's going to become like second nature. You know, if you really have a good vision, long-term vision for your brand, I think it's a very important thing to do, because this strategy is so powerful, you know, and it will allow you to grow beyond numbers that you can even imagine, if done consistently. So touching up on that, when doing it every day, I also think it's important to talk with these influencers and build relationships with them. You know, essentially you want to get them onto maybe even a WhatsApp chat, and just become close with them. You know, you want to exchange real value with these people. And how it should be done. So this is going to get into the specifics of how you should do or perform an S4S campaign. So once you've reached out to a specific influencer, you're going to go along the lines of, hey, I really like your page, would you be interested in doing a shout out for shout out? Normally you can just say S4S because they normally understand what that means. And also you want to be reaching out to people who have a very similar follower count to you. So what you would do is, once you've initiated the conversation, they'll most likely ask you what you want them to post, and then you would go ahead and you'll send them your ad set that you've created in the previous video, and they will go ahead and post that, and in return they will give you a picture of them, and you would post that on your page. And now essentially all you're doing is just driving traffic from page to page. And if you think about it, the more that you do this, the more this can just grow faster and faster and faster. So don't sleep on this method, use it to your advantage, and reach out to as many people as possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it for S4S, and I hope you guys use this knowledge to your advantage. See you in the next video.